So in the last couple of weeks on the SNKRS app, we had a release for a pair of Nike Dunk Low, which will use some slightly different materials, at least comparing with the usual ones, which will just have those stiff leather material. So in today's video, we're gonna have a look at this very interesting drop coming from Nike. Hello guys, and welcome back for a brand new review. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing and also give me a like. It will really help out the channel. You can also give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok to see exactly what I'm gonna review in the next few days. In today's video, guys, we're gonna have a look at the latest drop for a pair of Nike Dunk Lows. So let's go ahead and take them out of the box, which as you can see will come in one of the regular boxes in this red color, which will have the big Nike lettering and also the Nike swoosh in this white color here on top. So let's just go ahead and take them out, guys. So inside, as you can see, for this one we're also gonna have a very nice dust bag, which will come in this off-white color. This one will also have a lot of these writings here at the bottom. So in my opinion, this one is actually quite a nice touch. So let's just go ahead and take the shoes out, guys. So in today's video, guys, we're gonna have a look at this very interesting release coming from Nike for this Dunk Low in this Phantom and Cell colorway. So even though we have another pair of Nike Dunk being released almost weekly, I need to admit that most of them won't be as interesting, or maybe the color blocking or just the materials won't be as good. But for sure, as this one dropped on the SNKRS app, it will bring much better materials, which in this case will be a very interesting mix of synthetic leather with some suede and a very open style mesh material, which I guess in a way will be quite good for this upcoming summer. So this one dropped in the last couple of weeks, at least here in the UK, for the retail price of £120, which will be around 130 US dollars. And giving that the materials will be slightly better, and we're also gonna receive that dust bag in the actual box, I would say that the pricing will actually be quite decent. And having this very interesting color blocking, for sure I think that this one is at least for now one of the most interesting releases for a pair of Nike Dunk Lows in the last couple of months. But for sure we'll get at least a few more by the end of the year. So let's go ahead and also do a breakdown of this one, guys. So as you can see, as I've said earlier, for this upper we're gonna have a mix of a few materials. One of it will be this synthetic leather in this cream color, which will cover the front part of the tobo section and also partially this lacing system as well. But coming back at the front of the tobo section, just above it, we're gonna have this very nice suede material in this cream color, which of course will have your normal perforation holes, which will give it some breathability. So this suede will also be present here in the midfoot for these Nike swooshes, which will join here at the back, where you're gonna have this tab, which on top it's gonna have this Nike lettering in its white color. And this suede material will also be present partially for this collar section and covering the whole heel section as well. As in for the actual lacing system, we're gonna have your normal punch out holes, which will keep in place these sail flat laces. And underneath these laces, guys, we're gonna have a very well padded tongue, which will have this open style mesh. So this one will also have a lot of this foam exposed here at the top. And also at the top we're gonna have this cream colored tag, which on top will have the Nike lettering and also the Nike swoosh. Continuing now in the midfoot, we're gonna have the same airy mesh material as the one used here at the tongue, which, as I said earlier, on top will have these Nike swooshes, and this mesh material also be present for the remaining part of the collar section as well. So going now inside of the shoe, guys, for this one we're gonna have a slightly different material for this lining, which at least in my opinion feels a bit more premium. And underneath this one we're gonna have a very good amount of padding, which will keep your foot quite good in place. As usual, at the bottom we're gonna have a foam insole, which will come in this mustard color, I would say. And here at the heel section we're gonna have imprinted the Nike lettering and also the Nike swoosh in this white color, and in a black color we're gonna have the Nike footwear Dunk Low Summer 24 and also the style of the shoe, which will be imprinted in this black color. So now, guys, we can go to this sail rubber midsole, which will have your normal standard pattern, nothing changed here. As you can see, this one will also be stitched to the actual shoe, which again is something usual coming for most of these releases. So in my opinion, this one is looking actually quite nice. So now, guys, we can finish with this gray rubber outsole, which again will have your normal standard pattern, nothing changed here, which, in case you don't know, will have the same pattern as the Air Jordan 1 range, which will include this circular design here at the front. We're also gonna have the Nike lettering and also the Nike swoosh here in the midfoot, which in my opinion is looking quite nice. As in for the actual sizing, guys, for me, as I have a skinny feet, for this Nike Dunk Low range I'm always going with a half size down, and this one fits me just fine. But I would say that if you have normal feet, guys, you can just stick with your true to size, and just in case you have wide feet, most definitely I would suggest to go with at least a half size up, just to make sure that this one is not gonna be too tight for you. So overall, guys, this latest release coming from Nike for this Dunk Low range, which for today we had in this Phantom, Sail and the Light Bone colorway. In my opinion, it's one of the most interesting releases in the last couple of months, which will have a very nice mix of materials, and having all of these in this cream and gray colorway, for sure I would say that this one is looking quite good. But as most of these releases for this range are just sitting on this rubber midsole, unfortunately the level of comfort is not gonna be the greatest, but in the same time I would say that it's quite decent. And as I've said earlier, even though we are receiving almost weekly another color combination for this Nike Dunk Lows, most of them are just bringing those stiff materials, but this one, as it's gonna just come for 10 pounds extra comparing with the normal ones, I really feel that we are getting so much more for the materials and also for that extra bag which you're gonna receive in the box. So for sure, guys, if you have the chance to go for this one, for sure I would recommend it. I would say that the color blocking and also the material used for this one are actually quite good. So yeah, guys, this was my unboxing and reviewing of one of these latest releases coming from Nike for this Dunk Low range. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to press the like button, maybe also subscribe to the channel. You can also give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok to see exactly what I'm gonna review in the next few days. Of course, if you want to have a look at any of my latest reviews, you can choose from any of the videos which you have now on the screen. And as always, I will see you in my next one. Thanks for watching!